Hey everyone, fantastic to have you here. We're thrilled to connect with you all from Uniska Kaderi. And today we've got something super interesting to dive into. Let's talk about narrative text. Simply put, a narrative text is any piece of writing that tells a story, whether it's a real event or something completely made up. Think about your favorite novel, a fairy tale, or even a news report about a rescue. They're all narratives, but they all have a sequence of events, characters, a setting, and usually a plot with a beginning, middle, and end. So, what are the key ingredients? Narrative texts often use past tense because they're telling you something that already happened. You'll also see lots of action verbs to keep things exciting, like dashed, leaped, or whispered. And to bring the story to life, writers use descriptive language and vivid adjectives. It's all about painting a picture in your mind and taking you on a journey. Let's break down the classic narrative formula in just 60 seconds. First up, the orientation. This is where we set the scene. Think of it as the once upon a time ... It introduces the characters, the setting, and the initial situation. Next, we hit the complication bit. This is the juicy part, the problem or conflict that throws our characters into a spin and kicks the story into high gear. Then comes the resolution. Phew, this is where the main conflict gets sorted out. The climax happens, and we see the outcome of the character's journey. Finally, we have the reorientation. This is a little epilogue, a look at what life is like asterisk after asterisk the storm has passed. It wraps things up and gives us a sense of closure, and that's the magic formula. Use it to craft your own amazing tales. Well, now let's start to study deeply about simple past. It's super easy, and by the end of this video, you'll be using it like a pro. Ready? Let's get started. So, what is the simple past? We use it to talk about actions or situations that started and finished in the past. Think about what you did this morning. I woke up. I brushed my teeth. And I made some coffee. All of those actions are completed. They happened in the past. That's the simple past in a nutshell. Now, how do we form it? For most verbs, it's incredibly simple. You just add ed to the end of the base verb. For example, walk becomes walked. I walked to the store yesterday. Play becomes played. We played video games last night. Watch becomes watched. She watched a great movie on Saturday. See, just add ed. Easy, right? But wait, English loves to keep us on our toes. We also have irregular verbs. These guys don't follow the ed rule. They have their own special past tense forms that you just have to remember. For example, go becomes went. You don't say goed, you say I went to the park. Eat becomes ate. He ate a huge pizza, and see becomes saw. They saw a beautiful sunset. Don't worry, the more you read and listen to English, the more natural these will become. There are lists online you can study, and practice is key. Let's talk about making questions and negative sentences. This is where our superhero helper verb did comes in. For negative sentences, we use did not or the contraction didn't plus the base form of the verb. Notice we use the base form, not the past tense form, because did already shows we're talking about the past. So, instead of I walked not, you say I didn't walk. Instead of he ate not the pizza, you say he didn't eat the pizza. Making questions is similar. We start with did, then the subject, then the base form of the verb. For example, did you walk to the store? The answer would be yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Did she watch a movie? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Using did makes forming questions and negatives super straightforward. Okay, time for a quick practice session to lock it in. I'll give you a sentence in the present, and you try to change it to the simple past. Ready? Number 1. I play soccer with my friends. What's the past tense? ... I played soccer with my friends. Great job. Number 2. She goes to the library. Remember, go is irregular. ... Pause. ... She went to the library. Excellent. Last one. Let's make it a negative sentence. They eat breakfast. How do you say they did not do this in the past? Pause. ... They didn't eat breakfast. You got it. And that's the simple past. It's all about talking about finished actions. You have your regular adverbs, your special irregular verbs, and your trusty helper did 4 questions and negatives. Keep practicing, and it will become second nature. Now, it's time for you to access some exercise provided. Just scan the QR code for more exercises. Please scan it to study deeply. This is the first example of narrative text. Mount Kelad. Today, we journey to East Java, Indonesia, to uncover the dramatic legend behind one of its most active and formidable volcanoes, Mount Kelad. This isn't just a story of geology. It's a tale of love, power, and a curse that still echoes in its fiery eruptions. Our story begins with a beautiful Javanese princess named Dewi. Her beauty was so renowned that kings and powerful men from all over sought her hand in marriage. One day, 2 unusual suitors arrived at her kingdom. One was a giant with a buffalo's head named Mahisa, and the other was a man with a Lembasura's head, which resembles a bull. Dewi Kilasuchi, not wanting to marry either of them, devised what she thought were impossible challenges. She demanded they create 2 deep wells on the slopes of Mount Kelad. One had to be foul-smelling, and the other fragrant, and they had to complete this monumental task overnight. To her astonishment, using their immense supernatural powers, both Mahisa and Lembasura succeeded. Trapped by her own promise, the quick-witted princess came up with a final, devious plan. She told them that to prove the wells were perfect, they had to jump inside to inspect their own handiwork. Eager to win her hand, the 2 powerful beings leaped into the wells they had just dug. The moment they were at the bottom, Dewey Kilisuchi ordered her soldiers to bury them alive under a mountain of stones. As they perished, Lembasura uttered a final, terrifying curse. "Oh, people of Kadari know this. I will return every 2 years to destroy your kingdom as revenge for this betrayal." It is said that Lembasura's vengeful spirit now resides within Mount Kelad. The eruptions, they are believed to be the fury of Lembasura, fulfilling his promise to wreak havoc upon the land. From a story of a princess's cunning to a volcano's raw power, the legend of Mount Kelad is a powerful reminder of nature's connection to ancient tales. What do you think? Is it a geological wonder or a curse being fulfilled? Now, let's talk about our second example of narrative text, Rapunzel. When we think of Rapunzel, what comes to mind? That incredibly long, magical golden hair, right? But have you ever stopped to think about what that hair truly represents? It's not just a fashion statement. It's a powerful symbol of connection and, unfortunately, of control. Locked away in a tower by Mother Gothel, Rapunzel's hair is her only link to the outside world. It's the ladder that Gothel uses to climb up, reinforcing her isolation and dependency. Gothel constantly praises the hair, but it's not out of love for Rapunzel. It's for the hair's magical properties that keep her young. This teaches us a crucial lesson. Sometimes, things that seem like our greatest assets can be used by others to hold us back. But the story takes a turn when the prince appears. Suddenly, her hair becomes a bridge to a new life, to freedom, and to love. It's no longer just a tool for her captor, but a means for her own rescue. She uses the very thing that imprisoned her to forge her own path. And think about the moment she cuts her hair. It's a huge turning point. By cutting it, she is severing ties with her past, breaking free from Gothel's control, and declaring her independence. It's a bold statement that her worth isn't tied to her magical feature. Rapunzel's journey is a beautiful metaphor for growing up and finding your own strength. It reminds us that true freedom comes from within, not from what others value in us. We all have our own towers to escape and our own hair to cut. It's about recognizing what truly holds us captive and having the courage to let it go, even if it's something everyone else admires. It's a powerful story about reclaiming your identity and writing your own happy ending. What do you think? Does Rapunzel's story resonate with you in a new way? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into fairy tales, don't forget to scan this QR code to study more about narrative text.